formaciones. Unas son las cavernas que hay aquí en San Antonio, Texas. Están como a unas, de aquí de Houston, están como a unas 3 horas y media casi. Yo las recomiendo, son muy bonitas. Aquí es la primera donde vamos a entrar. Se llama Discovery. Se llama Natural Bridge Cavernas. Están en cerquita de San Antonio están. Y estas cavernas fueron descubiertas en marzo de 1960 por unos estudiantes cerca de la ciudad de San Antonio.
My name is Zach, and I'll be your tour guide. If you guys have any questions, feel free to call out Zach or anything like that, and I'll be sure to answer.
Y cada una tiene un poquito más de 1 kilómetro para caminar dentro de ella. Esta es la entrada. De la primera son dos, la otra se llama Discovery, que es cuando yo hace como 10 años, no, como 12 años anduvimos con mi esposa. Y Discovery era, entrabas y volvías a salir por el mismo lado. Ya después les cuento. Siempre ha sido así, que entras por un lado y vas a salir a otro lado. Está muy, muy bonita, muy recomendable. Como les digo, esta es la entrada de la primera caverna. Son dos. Sales de una y si quieres pagas para entrar a la otra. Si no, pues solo pagas para entrar a una. Pero lo importante de esto es entrar a las dos. También, si quieren, tiene dos opciones. Vas a la caverna, pero antes de llegar a la caverna está el safari, donde entras en vehículos y lo único que hacen es que te venden la comida para los animales, para que tú les vayas dando de comer mientras vas en el carro manejando. Hay que tener mucho cuidado con las cebras porque son bien atrevidas, pero la verdad es muy recomendable. Es una buena caminada. Aquí es la entrada. Es una ciudad. Adentro es una hermosísima. Hermosísima son.
It looks like clay. You pick and just make.
You can take pictures too.
You guys make your way down. I'm going to do some talking about this room that we're in right now. So right now we're about 60 feet below ground at the top of our Jeremy room. Now we call it the Jeremy room because it was discovered by Jack, Reggie, and Miles, and rather than just one of them having the glory for naming this room, they decided to take the first two letters from each of their names. So the J-A from Jack, the R-E from Reggie, and the M-I from Miles to name this room. That name was Jeremy. Now, before they found this room, it was dark for millions of years. In a few moments, I'm going to turn on the lights so we can really get a good look at it. So as you guys can see, we're surrounded by thousands of cave formations that we like to call speleothems. However, they have two much more common names. Can anyone tell me what they are? Yeah, great team effort there. So stalagmites and stalactites. Now our stalagmites are all the guys up above us, clinging tight to the ceiling, which is an easy way to remember that. Whereas our stalagmites are all the guys that might reach the ceiling one day as they grow up from the floor. Now, even in those two categories, we like to sort them out just a bit more. With our stalactite buddies on the ceiling, we have our shield formations. Over here, we got our beak shields, which are all these round guys in the ceiling. Now, they form another type of stalactite that I'll explain later on the tour. But when this stalactite of its own, and you can see that really well over here with this parachute shield. Now, over time, as those know exactly where they are, additionally, all of our trails are outside the range of any of these parachute shields by quite a process that we call calcite deposition. Now, calcite deposition is where water from above ground will mix with a lot of CO2 or carbon dioxide, forming a weak acid called carbonic acid. Now, as this acid mixes its way below ground, it will encounter limestone. And as it dissolves that limestone, it will pick up some calcium or calcites. And then eventually it's carbonic of calcite is made positive. Which if you guys look at my flashlight over here, this guy is just about 6 inches long, which means that you see information his size, they're about 600 years old. Now, in just a few moments, we're going to be heading down deeper into the cave. But before we do, okay, I just remind you guys, please make sure to watch your step and cling tight to those handrails.
Para.
Cristian, espera.
Look at that. Smell the caverns. Mommy, look at that. There's one little piece.
Alright guys, you guys been going down, I'm going to do a bit of talking right here. So right now about 130 huge limestone chunks right here that we call the breakdown. Now we know that it occurred thousands of years ago, and most importantly, I'm sure most of you, that's not going to occur within the next few minutes because of all the formations growing on this breakdown. You guys know that it takes a couple hundred years, just for a few inches to grow. Yeah, we have feet upon feet worth of calcite depositions growing on our breakdown, indicating that it occurred a very long time ago, and that you know what is really going to occur within the near future. Now, I talked about limestone a few times throughout the tour, and it's about time I explained it really well. And when they would settle to the bottom of that ocean, be crushed by the weight of the water above them. Over millions and millions of years, they returned into limestone. Now, that means that all limestone was at one point in the ocean. We even found limestone at the very tippy top of Mount Everest. And the reason for that is tectonic. So many questions. In a few moments, we're going to head down into two rooms that we call the broomstick closet and the dry well shaft. Now, these are the most cramped and the wettest parts of our trip. So before we go down there, please make sure that
Somebody left something there. Someone left it. Me está bendiciendo. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You can talk.
You guys can go.
No te vas a caer, no resbalos.
Hi guys, there should be some benches on the walls in the next room. If you guys could just have a seat.
Ok. Aquí ya es la salida de la primera. Y ahí ya sale uno y ya ahí hay un pasillo que está con techo, pero ya lo lleva a la otra, que es el Discovery. Ya ahorita ahorita vamos a llegar a ese lugar. Ahí es la salida de la primera.
To see how much water.
There could be bats in there. Sand? Because of how dark it is.
And it's one of climate. So as the air pressure and temperature here in these caves will fluctuate, so will our rate of calcite deposition, effectively just how fast our formations grow. And so what UT Austin is trying to determine is essentially what the climate was like when these formations were growing. What we can do is take current rates of calcite deposition, current measurements of our air pressure and our temperature, and then we can look at these formations. Alright, so you guys make your way down to the bridge down there. I'm going to do a bit of talking. So right now you're about 180 feet below the surface. On top of our cathedral bridge. Now below you guys is our cathedral canyon. And it's the deepest point in this entire cave system, at about 200 feet below the surface. Now I've called this room the cathedral a few times, and it's all because of this guy right here, this big massive flowstone. And actually when they found it, they thought it looked a bit like a pipe organ. And so they decided to deem this room the cathedral. For what would a cathedral be without a pipe organ? Now in a few moments we're going to make our way into that tunnel just beyond. We're going to go down Critter Corridor. Now Critter Corridor doesn't actually have any critters. However, it does have a few plaques showcasing some of our cave.
This is what I want.
Bueno, ahí es la salida ya de la primera caverna de salida. Ya aquí en esta área empieza la segunda, que es el Discovery. Esta tiene una duración como de hora y media tal vez. Baja y baja y baja. Creo que no recuerdo cuántas son la profundidad que tiene, pero sí creo que son más de 50 pies de altura, algo así. Está bien hondo, pero sí está muy interesante. Mira estas cavernas. There you go. Ajá.
You are still using that handrail. And if you guys do down here, feel free to go ahead and take a seat anywhere you see a bench, or go ahead and pick a nice place to stand. The seating is limited down here. Go ahead and just pick a nice place to stand down here. Take up as much area as you possibly can. We're going to wait right here for a few moments.
I think it's drinkable too. Yeah, right. It might be. Yeah, but it looks like it has a face as well. The eyes, the
No,
mouth.
that one.
Oh,
Pretty dramatic, I know. I try. Our next white giant right here, smack in the middle, is what we call our mountain of the land. This right here is going to be the largest stalagmite that you guys will be seeing on this tour today. So, and if you look at the shadow, it does seem to resemble a man. Cool stuff. And then all the way to your right hand side, my personal favorite white giant. This right here is the King's Throne. Always reminds me of jellyfish up here. As you can see down, and they form down as one. And then right over here above the watchtower next to it, you see these yellow formations? That is what we call Cave Bacon, our most popular cave formation. Now the reason for all that discolored figuration in the bacon is because of all that humeic acid brought down from underground, which is produced by dead plants and animals. Now, given the amount of humeic acid found inside cave bacon, scientists are actually able to indicate how the past climate was like millions of years ago. The water is so very clear. If you shine some light on it, like I was doing right now, it refracts off, making some cool colors. Green and blue being the most awesome one, as you guys can see down below. Now, making your way around, you will come across a handrail coming up. The right-hand side over this handrail is going to be the second deepest point on tour, Grandos Canyon, 207 feet deep below.
Por eso se tardan millones y millones de años para hacerse esas formaciones. Y si vas presentemente allí, ves todo se ve como húmedo, mojado. Y esas gotas que están en cada como zanahoria que cuelga de arriba, y se ve esa gotita de agua en la mera punta. Es impresionante. Aquí ya es la salida, tienes dos opciones: o te subes por la banda o te subes caminando allí derecho por donde
Digo,
ahí es donde
170
va
pies.
esta persona. Perdón,
Me equivoqué.
aquí es piso, te puedes subir y a la par es una banda que
la caverna.
traslada hasta afuera uno. Está muy alta, mucho caminas para arriba, tiene como,
¿No puedes?
pues, lo que dice 170 metros de altura. Eso es lo que uno vuelve a salir.